What is it, guys? So I've spotted another player on the other side of the airfield looting the mill tents. Now I've deduced that he's probably going to come to this side of the airfield and loot those mill tents right behind me after he's done. And the path that he's probably going to take is through this tree line. So after just spotting him, if he left right now and I leave at the same time, I can head through this tree line and then hopefully try to catch him on his way through. I know he hasn't seen me, so I will have the element of surprise. Now I stop and I wait just a little bit. That was only 1 second, but I've waited here for a good 10 to 15 seconds just to see if he was sprinting his way here, and he has not. So I'm not going to wait here the whole time for him. I'm going to start slowly advancing through the trees, just doing a sweep to see if I can catch him on his way through. Just making as little noise as possible and as moving as less as I can as well, just so I don't get spotted before I can spot him. Just checking all corners and all angles. Now I know it's not guaranteed that I'm going to find him, but there's a good probability. Now I reach this little tented area, this little fort here, and in the past this has proven to be very effective for me, so of course I claim the high ground of the little area and just check over my shoulder to make sure I haven't been followed or he hasn't already passed me. So I haven't seen him, and he hasn't come past on my left or on my right through the trees. He may have already gone through the airfield, but I just think that's highly unlikely. So I move forward now with eyes on the mill tent, just seeing if I could catch him. There is a probability that he's still in the mill base looting up. So we're just going to move forward ever so slowly and cautiously just to see if we can catch him on his escape and then do some stalking. So now we've got eyes on, and I'm just watching just to see if there's any movement inside the mill base. And if you didn't catch that, you might need to rewind. I see a silhouette just run out the back. So I know he's out of the mill base and he's going to be wrapping around on the right hand side. So I hold my position and just see if I can catch any movement within the trees. But after some time of waiting, I just don't think that he's heading this direction. I start to get a little bit cautious because where else could he be going? The only other direction I would assume he would go would be back to Generous, but I just don't see that happening. If he has already looted the other side and I missed him completely, I doubt that as well. So here we go, just keeping eyes on the mill bench just on the right hand side, and of course through the trees we start to see something emerge. We see a little head poking out just over the barricade there. Now I'm still not 100% sure whether this was my man. This man had blue shorts, and from what we saw before, I didn't see any blue glistening as he ran. I saw a dark shrouded figure. So after actually quite a substantial amount of time, we slowly move in and just check the body of the person that we caught. Now, I don't recognize this as the guy that I saw from the crane or the guy that I saw running around. I have a feeling this is just an unfortunate third party who got caught in the crossfire. So someone who wasn't taking it very slow rushes in, making a lot of visual noise, and then just gets caught the second that he stops. Now, of course, I want to see where the heck my main man went, so I come out of the mill base and I want to wrap around and see whether I can find him. So that is exactly what we do. Now I assume I'm coming from the weak side now. I have to retake pretty much all of the land that I've just gone through, and that's pretty troublesome. Now off camera I catch a little bit of movement over by the bodies that we initially passed, so I just keep my eyes on that. Moving forward ever so slowly, I have to completely disregard everything around me and just focus on my main point now. There's not a lot else I can do. If I get third-partied from the side, so be it. That is how the cookie crumbles. Now, I'm just trying to gather as much information as I possibly can, and I believe I see him scamper over the back right now. So he's wrapped around the other side of the construction, and that is my cue to go full steam ahead. There is now a barrier between us and no clear line of sight. Now this is where things get a little bit hairy, as it always is when you're chasing. So now we have to retake this construction building, and I'm not 100% sure whether he's claimed it. So we have to enter very slowly and guns drawn to see whether he is hiding in here. Now, with a bit of fumbling around with the guns and making way too much noise than I would have liked, we finally get our assault rifle out and we can start retaking construction. So we enter the bottom floor, just not really paying too much attention of what is going around. My main focus here is on claiming the high ground. It is much easier to defend against them if we have the top floor going downwards than trying to clear up as we go. We definitely don't want to bump into him right now as we're coming up, because there's so many angles that we can get third partied from or just die. So the main thing we want to do is just clear this military base and reclaim the highest ground possible so we have the best perspective of the whole situation. Now at this stage I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because I have no relevant information to where he is, and he could very well be in the building that I'm in. So you can see me become a little bit frantic as I'm trying to decide whether I should go up or down. But obviously I will persist upwards to see if we can reclaim this building, slowly moving through the construction, just trying to listen to see whether there's anyone in there. Now we pop over to the barrier again, looking at the mill base, not seeing any reassuring signs of life. I am praying at this moment that he pops his head out somewhere in that mill base so I know exactly where he is. But at the moment, again, we're just trying to gather information. I haven't heard anything from the construction site, so I'm starting to get a little bit more relaxed about his whereabouts. Of course, we're just keeping eyes on the mill base the whole time just to see whether he does pop his head out. But this is probably the last place that he can be, and if he was in here, I would probably be dead right now. But that is fine. Now we've completely taken the construction and we just want to keep eyes on the backside to see whether he's taken it slow. I'm not too worried about these buildings around me as I've been here for quite some time. We just keep our eyes on the mill base, and luckily enough, here's our character popping his head out as he goes into the mid base. Now one extra shot on the groin for good luck. We finally put him down and tensions start to settle. Now, I think this was the man that I've been looking for quite some time, and I'm pretty happy to track him down. Everything kind of checks out. He does have a weapon on his back, and he may have shuffled things around since I last saw him, but I'm going to be pretty satisfied that this is the main threat in the area, and eventually, of course, after some time, we move up and reclaim the body and area. Now, I won't bore you with the loot because it's pretty server specific, but in this server he did end up having about 500,000 worth of rupees and an hour playtime. So I consider that a very this is a content. This is a gamer. He's been taken out. You know, this is peak server. He's been playing for an hour. He's accumulated a lot of stuff for me. So you know that saves me having to loot. Now here's some extra clips that you're probably not going to be too happy with. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before you watch these clips because I don't want you to hate me afterwards. But here is the clips. I'm done. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and of course I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Oh, yep. Okay. I don't have shit. I just spawned in. You want to, like, hang out for a bit? Okay, dickhead. What was that for? Kinda us.
Oh no. Are you alright? What the f***? You scared me.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Come on now, mate. Come on. Nah, none of that. None of that. Come on. Come on. Friendly.
Yeah, but what?
Come on. None of that. None of that. Come
What do you got, mate? Why are you... Are you just ready to die, are you? What's going on here?
Hang on. I'll put my hands up, mate. I'll put my hands up.
What? Why are you so complacent in the fact of your imminent death? Tell me.
Well, it's not really much of a worth killing if I have no bullets or nothing, mate. So just
Look,
follow the horses.
the matter of the fact is, I see things behind you that I want, and you are in my way. Ah, poor guy. Don't get spotted. I don't really feel like chasing this guy to Kingdom Come, but I will. What's he got? Oh well, that was not a good decision for him. He might have a gun though. This could be very bad. Hey buddy. Friend.